just over a week ago, a German footballer, Mesut Ozil, he quit international football and the German national team. And he cited racism as the reason for this. But then there's a lot of conversation that started because of that. The Cube have been following this. Alex?
We have, Tessa. You remember last week we brought you the story of Mesut Ozil saying that was it for him with international football. He was quitting, and it all really came down to this photograph where he was pictured with the Turkish president Erdogan. Mesut Ozil is of German-Turkish descent. He views himself as being both Turkish and German. But after this picture surfaced, a lot of people accused him of not truly being German and of not really having his heart in Germany. And also his remarks were that when he was winning and the team were doing well, none of this was really a problem. But when the team were doing badly, then he was treated like an immigrant. And this sparked a huge conversation about identity in Germany and a very specific hashtag. So let's speak to our German correspondent, Jessica Saltz, who's joining us live from Berlin. Good morning to you, Jessica. Can you tell us about the hashtag #MeToo campaign and the specific way it's spelled this time?
Well, Mesut Ozil, of course, targeted the German Football Federation and the German media when he resigned. He said that in Germany he was treated like a German when he was winning at football and like an immigrant when he was losing. And Ozil said that he was proud of his Turkish heritage. He said, "I have two hearts, one German and one Turkish." And this was what inspired the hashtag #MeToo, as in the #2 campaign by fellow Turkish German Ali Can. Now, Can started this campaign in order to encourage other Germans with immigrant backgrounds and other immigrants living in Germany to come forward and explain their concerns about integration in Germany, to explain any stories they've experienced when it comes to everyday racism, and also to encourage people, of course, to support the cause. And this has gone really viral, as we've seen a lot of people voicing their support for this cause, and of course it's gone beyond Germany's borders at this stage.
So, Jessica, what's the reaction been in Germany? Has there been any official reaction to this social media campaign?
Well, Ozil's resignation has sparked a lot of sadness and shock in Germany, especially since it came with these very troubling allegations of racism. So it is what a lot of people are talking about at the moment. Germany's Foreign Minister Heiko Maas said that anybody who thinks that racism isn't a problem in Germany anymore only needs to look at this #MeToo campaign online in order to realise that that is not the case. He said that many of these stories are very painful to read, and he said that we really need to join our voices and support these people who are experiencing racism. And of course, there's now a lot of calls for this campaign to manifest itself in something offline, in real ways.
Jessica Saltz there in Berlin, telling us about how this campaign has become about people's identity, sharing their stories about what it's like to be in Germany when they've got two identities, two ancestries. Let's just look at this one user here. He is of Turkish-German descent, like Mesut Ozil, and he said in a post on on Twitter, that when he was trying to call an estate agent with his Turkish name, he wasn't getting much response. When his German girlfriend did the same thing, she had answers to her phone calls. But when they got married, she started experiencing the same problems he did. And it's these kind of stories, Me Too, the idea that you have two sides to your identity, and that actually that is a problem in Europe these days. Then there's this user here who's from Egypt. It sparked a conversation beyond Germany's borders, as Jessica was saying there, and just basically saying that he was told not to study in Germany because people would have an issue with his race, the fact he wasn't going to be a German student. Then there's this user here who's basically one of many people with this hashtag #MeToo. And let's just very quickly bring up for you a little analysis we've done of the #MeToo hashtag this morning. And 90% of people using it are German language speakers in Germany. This really is a discussion for Germany to have. More than 10,000 unique users and 150,000 mentions, according to an online social analytics tool. So this really is a conversation that's going on. What are your thoughts? Let us know using hashtag #TheCube.